My first point is that there is an undeniable equation, which is that Christian plus power equals harm. If you take a Christian and give them power, they will cause harm. In the National Portrait Gallery, they show you to a room dominated by a picture of Queen Victoria. And it's Queen Victoria and a bowing African. And what is she giving him? She's giving him the Bible. The picture is titled "The Secret of England's Greatness." The Bible. And in the same room they have a long glass cage full of Anglican bishops. Not actually their portraits, because there'd just be too many photos of them. And the connection is very deeply and strongly made. These were deeply religious people. They thought that their God was on their side, and they did some unspeakable things. Religion poisons everything, says Christopher Hitchens. But what I want to do this lunchtime is ask whether that equation is too simple, and whether the relationship there may not be causal. And I guess you understand that from the business world. You can have a statistical relationship, a correlation, that is not causal. X does not cause Y. Christian plus power may equal harm, but is it the Christianity causing the harm? I want to suggest a completely different equation to you. It's not that Christian plus power equals harm, though that is true. It is that anyone plus power equals harm. And the Bible is very, very realistic about the depth and breadth of the human capacity for evil. The Bible claims that that problem, the tendency to selfishness and greed and harm causing, claims that it is general. I think the Bible there is just simply very realistic. It's the easiest Christian claim to prove, but it is also, I know, the hardest to accept. All of us, if we're honest, we have a tendency to see evil elsewhere in other people and not see it in ourselves. The challenge for me is to see the evil in others and recognize its echo in my heart as well. That's what the Bible would call maturity or wisdom. So one, it's undeniable that Christians cause harm, but two, I suggest that's really because they're human, not because they're Christian. And then finally, can we look at my third point? I want to suggest one exception. This is the reason I wanted to bring you to Luke 23, is because in Luke 23 we have a person, we have a human being who doesn't fit our equations. We have someone plus power, and it equals love and self-sacrifice. Jesus plus power equals love and self-sacrifice. Jesus used his power to put himself on the cross. That's clear in Luke's Gospel from chapter 9 onwards. That's where he's going, where he wants to go. This death that we've read about is where this powerful man wanted to be. The point made by the second criminal's story is that Jesus has to stay on the cross so that he can save other people. Why don't you come down off the cross and save yourself? Because he has to stay there in order to save other people, bad people, harm-causing people. Jesus plus power equals love, even for the very worst, and self-sacrifice such that he dies their death on their behalf, taking their guilt and their punishment.